Hello and a warm welcome to Federal Special Program Capital Beat. Resignation of Congress MP Pradyut Bordoloi ahead of the Assam Assembly elections on Wednesday have triggered political sharp reactions, with the Congress terming the move unfortunate and the BJP saying that it reflects the opposition party's weakening base. Now, what has Priyanka Gandhi said the moment she heard that Pradyut Bordoloi is joining BJP? This is what she had to say, and I'm putting out a code graphics of what she said. I think he was upset over ticket allocation, and I wish we had a chance to have a conversation. It is unfortunate. Now, if Priyanka Gandhi is saying this, then which means that this central leadership also is feeling a little helpless at what has happened. Now, Congress MP, similarly, Imran Masood also stated that the party would try to persuade Bardoloi to reconsider his decision. Bardoloi is an MP from Assam's Nagaon Lokesh Sabha seat. And this is what he said. It is unfortunate. I'm talking about Imran Masood, that it is unfortunate that he had won from a seat having a 65% Muslim population. You have won with votes against the BJP. Compromising with the ideology is not the right thing to do. We will try to persuade him. Now, what has BJP said? BJP has attacked the Congress as usual, saying that the resignation reflects the growing public support for the ruling party. In fact, BJP MP Dinesh Sharma said, and I'm going to quote him, that people's faith has increased towards the BJP's policies and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Congress is now turning into a regional party instead of a national party, with only leaders left there as workers are joining the BJP. Now, similar views were also echoed by BJP MP Damodar Agarwal, who said that no one wants to keep sitting on a sinking boat. Congress leaders are looking for better options because of the party's weaknesses. Now, in a jolt to the opposition Congress, Bardoloi on Tuesday resigned from the party barely 20 days ahead of the assembly elections in the state. Now, Bardoloi had sent his resignation to AICC President Mallikarjun Kharge, and in the one-line resignation letter addressed to Kharge, Bardoloi said, and I'm quoting him, "With an overwhelming sense of sadness today, I hereby tender my resignation from all posts, privileges, and the primary membership of the Indian National Congress." Now, Bardoloi also was the chairman of the manifesto committee for the assembly polls. And a Cotton College, which is now a university, and Jawaharlal Nehru University alumnus, the Nagaon MP has been a four-time MLA from the Margarita constituency till 2016, being associated with the state NSUI since his student days. So this was about Bardoloi. But coming as it does on the eve of assembly elections in Bengal, what kind of a setback is it for Congress? And why is the central leadership looking so helpless, as what Priyanka Gandhi said, that I wish we had more conversation? Now, what stopped her from having more conversation? And of course, at the center of all this happening and the reports which are coming in, that many MLAs and many contestants, they are not very happy with the leadership of Gaurav Gogoi. That is also the kind of reports which are coming in. So we'll try and discuss as to what is really happening. Is the Congress almost on the verge of collapse in Assam? Because a spate of resignations have happened in the last 1.5 months, if you see. And we'll try and discuss this. Joining me this evening is Happy Gogoi, who's the Congress party spokesperson in Assam. Thank you so much, Happy, for joining. We have Debajit Goswami, political analyst, joining us from Assam. Thank you so much, Debajit. And we have Samir Purkastha, our Northeast editor from the Federal. Thank you so much. And I'll begin with Happy, because a lot of questions are being asked of Congress today, that already a lot of resignations, a number of resignations were happening. And the moment Himanta Biswa Sarma speaks, and then you hear about the resignations the next day, what is really happening? Is Gaurav Gogoi not able to stem this attrition from the party?
Well, thank you for inviting me. Well, there is nothing as such. All as of now, my opening statement will be Pradyut Bordoloi. I would rather say that the rise of an opportunist leader like him, prioritizing personal gain over public welfare while projecting otherwise, it is definitely I would say it's a misfortune, because when he is taking charge of running the country, and on the other hand he is talking about ideology, and now he, out of opportunist, he is moving to a BJP party, is actually a misfortune for us. And what has Congress not given him? He was a four-time MLA. He was two-time, he was given the cabinet minister, state minister, in a very good post during, Tarun Gogoi's regime. Then he is the MP, is a second-time MP right now. What else Congress has to give him? When he talks about ideology, he could have stick to the ideology, isn't it? He's a very senior leader. And let's not talk about Gauravji, because Gauravji is trying very hard. Otherwise, being a son, Pratik Bordoloi is a son of Pradyut Bordoloi. He was also working hard. Gaurav Gogoi has still given him ticket, isn't it? So if there would have been anything that Gaurav Gogoi would have, been keeping a tab or checking on him, of course there would have been something different. But out of eligibility, out of work, out of everything, Gaurav Gogoi ji has tried his best to project the youngsters for the election this time, because you can see the number that when you go through the tickets, the candidates, most of the candidates are very young and dynamic and talented. So there is nothing, we would say that please don't play the blame game. I think what we believe right now is this was a, pre-planned
No, but,
thing. This was already
but
been
tell me,
established.
but tell me one thing: will there not be question marks on the leadership, the way the central leadership is tackling this issue, and also the state leadership, how it's tackling the issue? Of course, it seems that, and with Priyanka Gandhi saying that I wish some more conversation had happened, it seems that the leadership is in a vacuum. It almost looks that things are not under control.
Please tell me one thing. Pradyut Bordoloi ji is a very senior politician. He definitely have all the rights and all the access to go and talk to the senior leaders, isn't it? He was here from the beginning. He knows everything. And there is also a question in the leadership then. If he has to creep so much, all of a sudden everything was going in a very smooth way. All of a sudden he comes up and says that, what, this guy who have attacked on me, they're sitting next to me and all that. This is all, I would say this is not the right allegations, because he was also the one who has actually, felicitated the guy who attacked on him. Now there are a lot of things. There are a lot of things which can come up when we discuss. There will be a lot of things. There will be a lot of blame game. But you know what? He's a senior leader, and we have utmost respect for him. If he has to go to BJP, of course he can go. But please don't play the blame game. Blame game is not good, because he can definitely go. We have Gaurav Gogoi has been there with him. Gaurav Gogoi ji went to meet him, to talk to him, and he has tried everything. Unlike Bhupen Kumar ji, Gaurav ji has gone, he has apologized in front of the entire Assam media. This is a big thing. Still, Bhupen Kumar ji didn't listen, because he has made up his mind that he will go. Secondly, it was always in a conversation. We knew back in our mind that something was going wrong, and we knew it. But it's just that we were in the in the party, and we cannot say such thing. But we have utmost respect for him. But that doesn't mean that out of 20 years of your political career, you're talking about the ideology, and all of a sudden you talk about, Vande Mataram and giving allegations to Imran Masoodji. You go ahead and you talk about Gaurav Gogoi is not giving me, utmost respect. No, this is all false allegations. Please don't do that. This is really wrong. And what more could we do? We have given him everything. Congress has given him everything. All the respect was given to him. In spite of that, if he thinks about being an opportunist leader and he doesn't, okay, now tell me one thing. When he has resigned, don't you think he have all, he should have informed all of his workers? His workers are going crazy. They didn't know anything, and all of a sudden he resigned. Now tell me, the MP, the area, that Nagaon constituency that he represents, it was his duty to inform them or discuss with them that, what, I'm not feeling good, I'm going to leave this party. But did he inform everyone? No. He had that moral responsibility. He did not, go, he have not gone ahead, and he have not finished his doing his moral responsibility. He did not do that.
Right.
So that is not good.
Now let me get in a perspective from Devajit Goswami. Devajit, where is the problem? Is it wrong to assess the situation that Congress is almost losing the plot in Assam? Does it not look like that? There are attritions happening, people are leaving the party, and the most surprising thing is that the people are going and joining the same Himanta Biswa Sarma who quit Congress and he's joined BJP. And it's the same thing we are seeing again.
Yeah, actually, there are a lot of problems going on presently with the Congress. Actually, this election they should have taken it more seriously than what they are seems to be presently, because 10 years without power, because the Congress in Assam was always with the power, even if they were when 1985 and 96 they were out of power, but even then they had a sizable number of MPs. They had good hold over the state. Even though they were strong opposition, but last 10 years they were nowhere in the opposition also. So this makes the party even weaker. So what we were expecting that, after Gaurav Gogoi came in sometime around March 2025, that things will be different. Yes, initially the things look different, but the problem is with the Congress is that Congress has got a cadre base. Still, the cadres, even if they are out of power for 10 years, even if there are no leaders to take care of the grassroots workers, I believe, because I keep on traveling for my work purpose and other things. I keep on traveling across the state, but I have never seen Congress leaders reaching the people at the block or at the mandal level. Now, what I would like to discuss is that why people are leaving. Now, remember one thing: these people were never the Congress. What you call that? These are opportunist people. Himanta Biswa Sarma was not opportunist. When he left Congress, he was compelled to leave Congress. Please understand, man. There I was with Himanta Biswa Sarma from morning to evening when he left. When we left Congress, so we know the situation. These people only, Pradyut Bordoloi, Rakibul Hussain, and Bhupen Borah. These were the people, those who compelled Himanta Biswa Sarma to leave. Now the thing is that after Gaurav Gogoi came, this Pradyut Bordoloi, they have come to know that, okay, this Pradyut Bordoloi, Gaurav is around 43, 44 years. Another 20 years is going to stay there as the party head. So all along our life, we can never be the president. We can never be the chief minister. We will always be an MP or an MLA, or at the most as a minister. Pradyut Bordoloi, as you have rightly said, Nilu ma'am, that since 2000, since 1998, he was an MLA. When Tarun Gogoi, he went for the Lok Sabha, he went to the parliament. This Pradyut Bordoloi he was elected from the Margherita seat, and for 15 to 16 years he was there as a minister, holding various key positions. He was the third. In fact, in the Tarun Gogoi ministry, Himanta was number one, Rakibul Hussain was number two, and Pradyut Gogoi in between one and two, because Tarun Gogoi trusted him a lot and gave him very important key portfolios. But please understand that they never work for the party. Only Himanta Biswa Sarma was the person who really took care of the party workers. Right from the grassroots worker to the chief minister, he was taking care of everybody. That is the reason that when he went to BJP, entire Congress team left with him, from the workers to the leaders. This is what is happening. Pradyut Bordoloi never cared for his workers, never cared for his co MLAs, everything. He's an arrogant person. He's in fact not fit at all to be in politics. This is my personal assumption, and that is what I was telling you for the last 1 week. I'm a regular panelist in the satellite channels, and I used to take part every night. You take part in one of the TV talk shows. What I was telling all the time, that he was never a true Congress person. He was an opportunist. The moment he was defeated at Margherita, he then went for a safe side in Nagaon, which is always a Congress stronghold, and he went as a Rajya Sabha member. Have you seen him? Can you show me any of your videos or audios when he is with the grassroots workers in the bad time of the Congress? He never moved out of his AC car, never moved out of the AC rooms. He never go to the party. It is all the Congress that he have made him a leader, and he has not reversed back. It's a good thing. That is why since yesterday I am posting in the social media that it's a big relief for the Congress party that Pradyut Bordoloi has left at this juncture. This will help Congress to get some sympathy votes. I don't say that Congress will form the government. What I want is that they get some formidable seats, so that they can be sit in the opposition with their backbone straight. Because last time 29 MLAs they had, most of the MLAs, the body was there with the Congress, but the soul was with the BJP. So this time I want some good Congress leaders comes up, they become MLAs and be a part of the opposition, so that they can
You are
really build
already
the team for
no,
2031.
Devajit, if you're already writing off Congress's victory and you are saying that you want some strong leaders with spine to be sitting in the opposition, so has Congress lost the elections even before it has begun? What is your assessment?
15 seats in BTAD, Boroland area. Congress has no workers. Forget about the leaders. 15 seats there. I don't know whether they are contesting or not. I have not seen anything. And in the hills also, they have tied up with the local party. BJP is a very strong. BJP has got very stronghold there. They have very good. Congress has got stronghold in Upper Assam, but because of leaders like Pradyut Bordoloi, these have come up. The Pradyut has gone, but there may be some other opportunities leader in the Upper Assam stronghold where there is a Congress still has a good. We are expecting a good show out there, but you never know whether they're internally in arrangement with the ruling party. So it's very difficult to say, but what I want to say is that
But
in
who
this
is
is
to be blamed? Who is to be blamed if there are no leaders on the ground, if they've got the narrative incorrectly, there are people leaving the party and joining BJP? Who is going to hold the blame? Obviously,
get
now Priyanka Gandhi is also the in charge, and she's supposed to be the part of the screening committee. And the kind of statement which she made that I wish there was some more conversation shows helplessness on the part of the central leadership, also, Debaji.
No, that's correct. But I suppose it's around more than a month or 2 months that Priyanka has been elevated to the post, or she has been nominated as a key in charge. The one party, what I always believe, that I also run an organization. We do a lot of works. Whenever something like this happens in my organization, I take the blame and I try to sort it out. Definitely, Gaurav Gogoi being the leader, being the head of the state, he what where he failed. I hope, madam, the last 1 year he failed to build up his team. That is, whenever I meet the Congress spokesperson in the talk shows, I always tell them build a strong team, build a team, those who are faithful, those who are capable enough, those his social media expert, he groomed them for 6 months, then they go to BJP. His, this what you call that WhatsApp group in charge, he build up for 6 months, then they go to BJP. All his media people he build up, then he goes to BJP. So this is the problem. Now the problem is that for a co-panelist like me as an independent panelist, what I've seen that in last 1 year I have seen 6 or 7 co-panelists वो रात को आके बीजेपी को गाली देते, नेक्स्ट डे सुबह जाके when we sit together in the panel and next day he joins the BJP. Yesterday I told this to one of the what you call that, the national channel. The same thing what I told them. It's very difficult. Whether should we trust them as a co-panelist? Should I go by his words or not? This is the problem. So where I understand is, where I feel Gaurav Gogoi experienced enough. He's taking a legacy. His father was a tall leader. He's a tall, honest, sincere, dedicated, committed leader. But Gaurav Gogoi's problem is that he has miserably failed to build his team. He don't trust his own people. He don't have got the loyal people. 2 or 3 people I know personally. They are very loyal to him, but extremely incompetent. What you say in today's context, they're extremely incompetent. So you cannot survive. He should have somebody who has seen Assam for the last 25 years. जो लास्ट 25 साल में असम का पॉलिटिक्स को देखा है, जाना है, और लोगों को दे अंडरस्टैंड एंड दे रीड. बिकॉज प्रद्युत बड़लोई, इफ आई आस्क लास्ट 15-20 days or last 8-10 years, I was telling he's not a honest worker. So he need to understand who exactly. जो साथ में होगा, ये नहीं है कि आपके साथ में है, उसका बॉडी साथ में होगा, मन उसके अलग में. तो गौरव गोगोई should understand it, and it's very important that he build up a very strong team capable of enough of holding, and he should have a crisis management team too.
You've explained the situation very well, and I'm going to come to Sameer now. Sameer, is Gaurav Gogoi's leadership the main problem? And if we were to describe the situation currently in Assam, as far as Congress is concerned, has Congress already lost the plot? Has it already lost the elections? Like what Devajit is saying, that we want some strong leaders now to sit in the opposition. So is it like an unwritten uh, uh, thing which is there and which everybody in Assam knows that probably Congress is not going to win the election?
See, definitely, when you have just few days ahead of elections, when you have series of defections, this definitely is not sending across very right message to the electorates. And as far as who is to be blamed, I don't blame only the Gaurav Gogoi, even the Congress's central leadership. Now Priyanka Gandhi is saying, I wish I could have, I could have a discussion with him. Now, see, this Pradyut Bordoloi is unhappy, we know, for last 2-3 months, particularly after this Imdadul incident. So why didn't they sit and sorted out this kind of differences? And it's not only Pradyut Bordoloi. Now we are told that a few others are also, are about to leave the party. So, and it's and if you see that it's not that only the leaders are joining BJP, even the Congress leaders are joining Raizor Dal, which is not going to come to the power. If all leaders are just opportunists and then they are leaving the party, then why is the people are leaving Congress and joining Raizor Dal and other parties? So there has to be some problem within the Congress leadership. And sorry, I have a very bad cough.
Yeah, yeah.
So,
Samir, you take care, have a glass of water, and then I'll come back to Devajit, and then I'll come to Happy. Devajit, now, if what Samir is pointing out, that the problem is with the leadership, so both the state and the central leadership will have to share this blame, or whatever collapse we are seeing within Congress in Assam.
Congress in Assam, I suppose it's a temporary, but the thing is that if this time they do not form the government, and for at the moment what we have seen is that they're far from forming the government. But what I understand since the last 2-3 weeks episode is that now they should at least go and try to get some MLAs so that they form a good opposition, they become a good opposition. The problem is with the central leadership that when the honorable Prime Minister visited the state during the last 2 months around 4 times. He's traveling all around the world. He's traveling all the states, and even then he find time to come to this farthermost state of the country. Rahul Gandhi is so busy that he can't visit the state. This is important for them. Assam is why the Assam is extremely important for Congress. I'll tell you because
That's an important question, Devajit. Let me interrupt you here and bring in Happy. Why is Rahul Gandhi not visiting Assam, or is it just that now that the model code of conduct is in place and now he will start his rallies? Is it not too late? Why couldn't the
No, of
central
course.
leadership Rahul Gandhi visits earlier? It could have inspired the party cadres. It could have enthused the party.
See, Rahul Gandhi is very much what is happening. He is aware of it, and of course, he is going to visit. There are a lot of plans
Where
that
is
is going on as of now. We are
different?
yet to. We are
Staying
no. We
aware
are
is
yet to
different.
release.
Tackling the problem is different. Staying aware of a problem and tackling the problem by the horns is something different.
So he will definitely be here. We are just waiting for the last list to come up, and after that, of course, he is in place. He have logged in. He and a lot of other senior leaders are definitely going to visit Assam, and of course, we have our own strategy and plans. It will definitely be in place. But yes, one thing I would definitely like to add is that success doesn't comes out overnight. Gaurav Gogoi ji is definitely a very young, dynamic leader. Yes, it might take a little while, but yes, it is definitely for the good, and it is definitely for the benefit of the youngsters, for the Congress people. That's what I believe. It might take a little while, but yes, we are giving our best, and I'm sure whatever is happening right now is happening for the best. And we are with Gaurav Gogoi ji. It might take a little while, but we are definitely with him, and we know what is happening. So definitely it is going to be good. And strategic, you know very well that Gaurav Gogoi doesn't speak much, and he definitely doesn't disclose what his strategies are. He always comes up with a surprise. So in the next couple of days, you will definitely come to know what is his strategy, what are our plans, and of course, we are ready to fight the battle. And this time, the kind of young, dynamic leaders that has been projected, of course, it will bring a change, to the people of Assam, and I'm sure about it.
Yes, I'll let Devajit complete his statement, and then I'll go to Samir for the last comments. Yes, Devajit, go ahead, please.
Ma'am, this time actually there was a plot. Actually, there were not much, but still anti-incumbency was there. There are a lot of corruption issues against a lot of ministers, power being misused by them. There were issues. There were issues of the regional issues are there. The issue of Citizenship Amendment Act was there. There were a lot of things, land being given to the national big houses. So there were issues, and the Congress failed to capitalize them. Even if the local media panelists and all, the grassroots people, the senior citizens forum and all, everybody was with the Congress backing them a lot. But Congress, they failed, themselves and to the people. Well, what I understand is that, when will Rahul Gandhi understand? Congress is the state of Assam is very important for them, not as a state of Assam, because the entry to the northeast is Assam. एक बार असम में गवर्नमेंट जिसका होता है तो पूरा नॉर्थ ईस्ट उसी का होता है. You have seen in the past, if Congress again comes here in Assam, they will immediately form the government in Meghalaya as well as in Arunachal, Manipur. We will see that overnight there will be a lot of changes that what we have seen for the last 40 years. So this is the situation. They should have taken it. They lost Bihar. There was no, what you call that. We have not seen in their faces. They have lost Haryana. Haryana was 100%. We were sure that they will form the government, but they have not learned. And this Assam, I'm surprised that Priyanka Gandhi, even after being appointed for the they go what you call the in charge and everything, but she has never she was not here for the last 1 month when Amit Shah ji and all leaders of the BJP were continuously visiting the state, because everybody knows that Assam is the gateway to the northeast as well to the southeast Asia. So I fail to understand why Congress leadership took it very lightly. Gaurav Gogoi has got 1 year he has done what he could, but his own people whom he trusted, they have failed him. But okay, this is a good lesson for him. But still, I will say, if this goes on record and if this video reaches Gaurav Gogoi, he should form a team. Competent team. He has got 2-3 people with him. They do not know. They have got very less idea what exactly politics is. He's a good friend of them. They must be very humble to him, very honest, or maybe very sincere to him. But sincerity and learning what exactly the engineering of politics is, how the voter pattern changes, what exactly has happened over the last 20-25 years in Assam elections, how things get changed post Congress era. So all this they have to understand. Then I suppose the cadres are still there helping the Congress. They're waiting for the Congress leaders to come and they're ready to vote, but miserably what they can do. This is the irony.
Right. So, Samir, my last question to you is that is Congress already seen as a party which is almost facing a loss? It is staring at a defeat even before the election rallies have begun. Or do you think that still Congress can hold the party together with the kind of things we've seen in the last two months or 2.5 months?
Before coming to your question, I just want to make one point. This Congress is always a faction-ridden party. Even during Tarun Gogoi's time, there were lots of factions. There were Sharad Borkotki faction, there were Pawan Singh Ghatwar faction, there were Santosh Mohan Dev faction. But to be a good Congress leader, you have to be a good man manager, because Congress is, a portfolio. People from different ideologies comes there. It's not like BJP that people of one ideology, one kind of people you will find there. Congress is a much bigger, larger umbrella. So to be a Congress leader, one has to be a very good man manager. Unfortunately, Gaurav Gogoi has failed to be a good man manager. He is very he is not very accessible also, unlike his father. Anybody could reach out to his father. Even the journalist could ring up at night, and even when he was chief minister, he used to pick up phone himself. So that kind of accessibility, and it was not only with the journalists, he was extremely accessible with the common people also. So unfortunately Gaurav Gogoi is not like that. He functions out of a coterie. So in Congress, this coterie culture will not help. In BJP, we know that Amit Shah or few people control everything, and in BJP this kind of thing can work, but not in Congress, because in Congress you are dealing with different kind of people who are not necessarily driven by a particular kind of ideology. And now coming to your question, whether Congress has already lost its plot. Yes, Congress has lost its plot, and not only because there are lots of confusions within the party, even the way they deal with seat sharing and with their alliance partnership, it's not it has not sent across a very good message to the people. Now, as Debojit pointed out, in Bodoland areas, we don't know whether Congress will go with the UPPL or not. Till other day, they had kind of understanding with the UPPL. Then next day we heard that Pramod Bodo was backed by BJP for the Rajya Sabha. So there are lots of confusion, and and now there is hardly a month left for elections. So
Absolutely.
when Congress
Absolutely.
will set its house in order?
Right. So, what I'm given to understand from the last 29 minutes or rather 50 minutes of discussion we've had, that there is no strategy, there is lack of leadership, there is utter confusion in the party. But can Gaurav Gogoi get his act together? Can the senior leadership, or rather the central leadership of Congress, flow down to Assam, park themselves there just to ensure that they can get their act together for Assam? All these are questions, but will we have answers? We don't know. We'll have to end it here. Thank you so much, Happy Gogoi, Devajit Goswami, Samir. Thank you very much for joining. Thank you.
Thank you.